Welcome back to Ireland AM. Summer, it is almost upon us.
Is it?
You wouldn't know by yesterday. No, you wouldn't. But why not plan the perfect staycation to explore some of Ireland's weird, that's an inverted commas, attractions?
Yes, podcaster and creator of Ireland's Weirdest Wonders, Brinsley McNamara, joins us now to tell us about what's on offer. Good morning to you. Now, if we're looking for a museum, seemingly Waterford's the place to go.
That's right. They've got, I don't know, maybe 5 museums down there. Ones that make the most amount of sense of a Viking museum because it's the oldest city in Ireland, Viking established. They have a medieval museum, a silver museum. The most interesting one, I think, or up there, the clock museum. And then after that, the Museum of Irish Wakes.
OK.
OK, let's go through them individually.
The Museum of Irish Wakes, I'm assuming that does exactly what it says on the tin.
Absolutely. I will say I've not been to any of these yet. I'm looking forward to going. But the Museum of Irish Wakes, the only one in the country that I'm aware of, it'll have displays of, mannequins and beds, that sort of thing, being waken.
Is this just basically like what happens, like... So you're waked in the house type of thing?
Exactly, yeah. Tradition that's getting a little bit less common these days. But traditionally when someone dies, they'd be waked for maybe a day or two. They'd be laid out in the bed. And people would be celebrating around them, remembering the person all around them. And one of the duties being to ensure the person actually is dead.
It is.
It is, it very much is.
And it kind of, with the mummers, it kind of changed over time, like kind of all of the sort of traditions around it. They still happen now. I've been at a wake recently. Yeah. You've been at a wake?
Like, they're not light in the bed. There's like, I've seen it in the coffin now. Yeah. But the tradition would have been maybe just to stay in the bed and like that.
So
Absolutely,
So they've got the Museum of Irish Wakes is in Waterford, Fair Play Waterford, love that one. Museum of Time.
It's full of clocks. It's full of clocks, as far as I understand. Yeah, it's a horology type museum. You'll find a clock from all over Ireland, all over time. You'll find all over time. You'll find clocks from all over Europe and all over the world. And it's just the place to be if you're a budding horologist.
There's plenty of clocks there, yeah.
For sure.
That's just the weirdest thing, isn't it?
It's fabulous. Oh, my God, they look so beautiful. It looks like it's in a gorgeous place as well. Viking Museum, you'd expect that in Waterford, as you mentioned. The Silver Museum.
I don't know the most about the Silver Museum, to be honest now, but it is another one of the odder ones, maybe not as strange as the Wake Museum or the Clock Museum, but... You can get a pass to all of these. They're all technically the one type of museum, Waterford Treasures. So you buy a pass, you'll be able to go to pretty much all of them, I think, in the one day. Oh,
gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a fabulous thing to do in Waterford if you're going there.
If you're going there to Waterford, it's plenty to do.
Now.
And then you stop in it, every weekend going home to Limerick?
I stop into this place all the time. Yeah. Well, now, you'd have your favourite junction. You can get in contact about your favourite junction, 0896 111 111, because this is a genuine tourist destination now. It's the Obama Plaza.
Obama Plaza, outside Moneygall, County Offaly. It opened in 2014. It was to honour the 44th President of the United States of America's visit in 2011. His ancestral homeland is in Moneygall, County Offaly. He is an ancestor, Falmouth Carney, I think is his name, came from there, immigrated about 1850. And like you said, it is a service station. There's many in the country. This particular one is named after the 44th president, but it doesn't end there. There's a statue of the former president and first lady out the front. There is a presidential museum in the upstairs. There's a pint glass, again, it's pint glass in this museum. There's no sign indicating it is the one he drank out of in Moneygall.
It's the famous sign of him at the pint.
I hope it's that. For what other reason would it be there?
Just because they
because you've got to believe that it is there.
You've got to believe it is.
You could also, one of the most important things that you do there is they've got cardboard cutouts of Barack and Michelle, and you can stick your head through.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Get your picture taken, very important.
And you can buy your fast food,
of course you can.
Your ordinary food, or do whatever you want. I actually have stopped in it myself.
That's the funny thing. It's just a very, very useful stop. If someone's going from Dublin to Limerick or Dublin to Kerry, it's an extremely good, especially Kerry, a midway point. So a lot of people stop there just anyways.
They've got a fancy car.
What do people think about it? Like, people erect statues to, like, former presidents, stuff like that. But we do it. We have the statue at a petrol station.
I think it's class.
It's a spectacle. It's a wonder.
It's actually not in Offaly. It's in Tipperary, though.
That is, yeah. Some people are always the happiest about hearing that because Moneygall is in Offaly. That is true.
But the
petrol station is in Tipperary, just about. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to say, Joe Biden Junction. Whoever wants to be my investor, let's get this going. That's what we can do. Okay, we're going to move on to
Inis Mór.
Inis Mór, a place that you go all of the time.
I can't count the amount of times I've been there. I've been there in the last year, maybe 4 times. It's the largest of the Aran Islands. The size of it does make a big difference because I think it's worth staying there overnight. It's got extraordinary natural landforms. I suppose you probably know about the Wormhole or Pole na Page that people talk about.
Yeah.
Well, I don't, so can you fill me in?
Well, Pole na Page or the Wormhole is a...
What's a wormhole?
A wormhole. So this particular one is a naturally formed, rectangular-shaped pool at the sea.
So this is it here?
25 metres by 10 metres and about 10 to 20 metres deep. It looks artificial, I mean, look at it there, but it's naturally formed. It's formed by erosion and the waves. It gets the name the Wormhole from sort of legends and myths surrounding it that sea creatures live there. It is not recommended to jump in it. However, it has hosted professional cliff diving competitions in the past. Yeah. And the one time I was there, I did see a guy jump into it, but I wouldn't recommend it because I don't know how you get back out of there.
Yeah,
he did, you know.
Fair play to him, but
and
no.
Is it just an overnight stay, or would you plan to? Lots of people would go and spend a good few days there, would they?
A lot of people go up and down for the day. That's very, very common. And when you do that at Kilronan and Harbour, you can rent bicycles, e-bicycles. You can get the horse and carriage trip around. They're all worth it. I like the e-bikes because it's tremendous fun spinning around the island.
And do the Iron ferries go to it? Yeah,
they do. There's ferries from Doolin and there's ferries from Galway.
Yeah.
Less in the summer, more, pardon me, less in the winter, more in the summer. And more directly from Galway to get to Inis Mór. There's planes as well that go there.
Yeah, that little bumpy flow, yeah.
Yeah. I've never tried it. But
so beautiful, so many things to
so
many things to see there. Now we're going to go to the Midlands and we're going to mention specifically Leap Castle, but there's three of them really, isn't there? The haunted castles of Offaly.
There is the haunted triangle, they call it in Offaly. Leap Castle is the main one we'll talk about, but there's Kinnity Castle just down the road, and there's Charleville Castle just outside Tullamore.
Yes.
Yeah. Of these three, I've only been to one of these. I've been to Charleville Castle.
Okay.
However, all three are known for being very haunted. Leap Castle in particular is known to have about 20 ghosts haunting it, something like that.
20?
That's what they estimate, something like 20. All three castles have had the British TV show Most Haunted, the one from years ago.
Yes.
They've been to all three of these. And Charleville and Leap Castle are privately owned, but you can visit them by request. And Kinnity Castle's a hotel, actually.
Yeah, Kinnity Castle. I've stayed in Kinnity Castle, but so Leap Castle, it's just you just go and visit it for a couple of hours or whatever.
Something like that.
You don't stay in it.
No, not necessarily.
Unless you're a TV company.
Yeah, unless you're a TV
exactly.
company, unless you're a paranormal investigator. In my line of work, I've met many paranormal investigators that have been there and have detected a huge amount of activity.
And it's owned by the Ryan family. Like, it's a privately owned castle, so you have to kind of be like, Harry, any chance we can have a walk around? Like,
Absolutely.
Is that what you have to do?
Oh, so you can't even go in yourself. You have to get permission.
They have a website, leapcastle.net. On there, you'll find the email and the phone number of the owners. But they're very welcoming and very forthcoming of people visiting who are interested in the history, but also interested in the paranormal side. They're very forthcoming of that. And they themselves have reported a lot of ghosts too.
Do you know what? They're beautiful. It's a gorgeous thing to do in Offaly for the
But if
day.
you can't get in, why are we talking about it?
Because you can. Just go onto the website.
Well said.
You can't just wander in. You might just have to send an email.
Them an email and
Yeah,
stuff.
it makes it cooler, all right? Brinsley McNamara, podcaster and author of Weird Ireland. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you again.